The quiet AI shift that could change military power. The next major AI breakthrough may not be happening inside a chatbot window. It may be happening on the side of a US warship. While most people are watching AI write, search, and generate, the US Navy's making a different move. It is deploying AI-powered robots to inspect warships in a deal worth $71 million. If these systems work, they could help the Navy find damage earlier, cut maintenance delays, and keep more ships ready when pressure is highest. That is what makes this story powerful. On the surface, it sounds like a maintenance contract. Underneath, it looks like a preview of where AI is heading next. Not just talking, not just generating. Actually helping organizations understand the physical condition of critical machines faster than traditional systems can. Because this is not another chatbot story. This is AI scanning hitting damage. This is robots climbing warships. This is the Navy racing to cut delays. And this is AI moving off the screen and into reality. So the real question is not whether the robots look futuristic. The real question is this: if the military starts trusting AI to inspect billion-dollar assets, what comes next? Number 1. Why this headline is bigger than it looks. At first glance, this does not sound like the loudest AI headline of the year. It's a Navy maintenance deal. But that's exactly why it matters. The technologies that reshape the world do not always arrive through flashy consumer moments. Sometimes they arrive quietly by solving painful problems in hidden systems most people never think about until something goes wrong. A warship is one of those systems. A modern Navy ship is a dense network of hull structures, welds, decks, compartments, support systems, and mission-critical hardware that must keep performing under pressure, corrosion, motion, saltwater exposure, and time. The challenge isn't simply whether damage exists. The challenge is whether teams can see it early enough to stop a small issue from becoming a long delay. A ship sitting in maintenance too long is not just an inconvenience. It affects deployment timing, fleet availability, and regional presence. Maintenance is not just a technical issue. It's part of military power. That is why this story hits hard. The Navy isn't bringing in AI robotics for novelty. It's doing it because old inspection workflows are slow, fragmented, labor-intensive, and reactive. If robots can reach difficult areas faster, gather more consistent data, and feed that into software that helps people prioritize repairs, the effect could be much bigger than it sounds. In everyday life, the most expensive problems are often the ones discovered too late. A warning sign gets missed, a small weakness becomes a major failure. The Navy is facing that same logic, just at a scale where the machines are warships and the consequences ripple across an entire fleet. So yes, this is a maintenance story, but it's also a readiness story, an infrastructure story, and a signal that AI is starting to matter where failure has real-world consequences. Number 2. The robots are not the gimmick, the workflow is. The most important thing to understand here is that the real breakthrough is not simply that robots are involved, it's how the whole system works together. The reported setup includes wall-climbing robots, systems that can move through tight ship areas, and software that turns inspection data into something maintenance teams can use. That is what makes this different from a flashy robotics demo. These machines are not there to impress people. They're there to gather useful information from difficult physical environments, then feed that information into a platform that helps humans make better decisions faster. That's the key. The robot is the access layer. The AI is the interpretation layer. The outcome is better visibility. Traditional inspections can be slow for reasons that have nothing to do with effort. Ships have awkward spaces, confined areas, surfaces exposed to harsh conditions, and structural details that are not always easy to inspect quickly. Human teams can do excellent work and still be limited by access, time, documentation flow, and incomplete visibility across the vessel. That's where the AI layer changes the game. If you gather cleaner, richer, more repeatable data, software can help identify patterns faster, flag priorities sooner, and support more focused maintenance planning. The goal is not to remove people from the equation. The goal is to give them a clearer picture earlier. Because the real innovation isn't the robot clinging to the side of a warship, it's the system behind the robot. It's the idea that inspection can move from scattered observation towards something more connected, more searchable, and more predictive over time. It also explains why this story works so well on YouTube. A lot of AI news is abstract. This story is different. People instantly understand the image. Robots climbing warships, AI scanning hidden damage, the Navy racing to cut delays. This is not another chatbot story where the output lives on a screen and disappears. This is AI being attached to steel, structure, readiness, and time. Number 3. Why the rest of the industrial world will be watching. The reason this Navy story matters beyond defense is simple. The core problem it's trying to solve exists almost everywhere. High-value physical assets are expensive to maintain, hard to inspect perfectly, and extremely disruptive when something fails late. That applies to warships, but it also applies to aircraft, power plants, bridges, rail systems, ports, pipelines, factories, and heavy industrial infrastructure. That's why this is not just a military headline, it's a preview headline. If AI-powered inspection systems prove useful in one of the most demanding environments possible, other sectors will notice. Not because military adoption automatically guarantees civilian success, but because difficult environments are where real utility gets tested hard. And the logic is easy to understand. Better data earlier, better prioritization sooner, fewer surprises later. Imagine aircraft inspections becoming faster and more consistent. Imagine rail infrastructure being monitored with richer historical data. Imagine major industrial facilities reducing downtime because small warning signs are caught earlier. Imagine utilities or transport networks building stronger asset histories because robotic inspection feeds software that remembers more than any human team can track alone. That's where this story opens up. Because now the question is not just, will this help warships? The question becomes, where does this spread next? There's also a workforce angle here that matters. In many inspection environments, the job can be repetitive, uncomfortable, and sometimes hazardous. Robotics can reduce some of that burden by handling the first pass of data collection, especially in places where access is difficult. That doesn't automatically erase the human role. More realistically, it changes it. Humans move up the chain toward interpretation, validation, and judgment, while machines gather the data layer faster and more consistently. And then there's the long game, memory. Every inspection creates a record. Every record creates a history. Every history creates patterns. And once organizations can see those patterns clearly, maintenance stops being just repair. It starts becoming foresight. Number 4. The real AI race may be moving away from pure hype. For the past few years, most public AI attention has centered on conversation, chatbots, co-pilots, image generators, video tools, search battles. Those products matter, and they dominate because they're easy to demo and easy to share. But this story points somewhere else. It points to a quieter AI economy that could become incredibly important over time. AI for logistics, AI for infrastructure, AI for maintenance, AI for industrial operations, and AI for readiness. That's why this deal deserves more respect than a normal "robots are coming" headline. It tells us that AI is starting to get trusted in environments where the metric is not novelty, it's performance. Not can this go viral, but can this reduce delay? Not can this look impressive, but can this improve availability? Because when AI starts getting measured by real-world outcomes instead of demo quality, the competitive landscape changes. The winners may not be the loudest companies. They may be the companies solving expensive bottlenecks inside sectors where every hour of downtime matters. This is also a reminder that specialized robotics may reach impact faster than general-purpose robotics. Public imagination loves humanoids because they're dramatic. But in real operational environments, specialized machines often win earlier because they do one hard job extremely well. That's exactly what makes this story stronger than many stage demo robotic stories. This is not a robot dancing for applause. This is a robot entering the maintenance chain of the US Navy. It also creates a stronger business signal. If AI systems can prove useful inside high-stakes maintenance ecosystems, they stop being just media stories. They become operation stories. They become repeat deployment stories. That's when technology starts becoming infrastructure. Number 5. The biggest question is no longer what AI can say. The deeper meaning of this story comes into focus when you stop asking what AI can say and start asking what AI can prevent. For years, the main public test of AI progress has been obvious. Can it answer better? Can it sound more human? Can it write faster? Can it generate better images, code, or video? Those questions still matter, but this story hints at a different benchmark that may become just as important in the years ahead. Can AI help organizations see hidden risks earlier? Can it help people prevent breakdowns before those breakdowns become crises? Can it give institutions a clearer understanding of the real condition of the systems they depend on? That is a powerful shift, because if the answer keeps moving toward yes, then AI stops feeling like a digital assistant and starts feeling like invisible operational intelligence. If this model works, more ships could be added, more inspection cycles could build richer data histories, software could become better at spotting recurring weak points, planning could become more proactive, maintenance could become more targeted. Over time, this becomes less about one robot on one ship and more about an entire ecosystem learning how physical systems age, weaken, and fail. It also becomes more relevant to civilian sectors facing similar pressure: aging infrastructure, rising costs, complex assets, labor constraints, and zero appetite for surprise downtime. If AI can prove useful in an environment as demanding as warship inspection, it sends a signal to aviation, transport, utilities, energy, and heavy industry that this category deserves attention now. Of course, caution matters. Claims about speed and accuracy should be validated carefully. Human oversight still matters. No single contract solves every readiness challenge overnight, but even with those caveats, the direction is increasingly hard to ignore. AI is moving off the screen and into reality. It is moving into steel, damage, asset health, and the hidden systems that determine whether critical machines stay ready. The warship is the signal, not the limit. So here's the twist that makes this story powerful. On the surface, it looks like a Navy contract. Underneath, it looks like a signal. The next era of AI may be defined not only by what models can generate, but by what systems can inspect, understand, and protect in the physical world. That is why this headline matters. Robots climbing warships is the hook. AI scanning hidden damage is the mechanism. The Navy racing to cut delays is the immediate mission. But AI moving off the screen and into reality, that is the real story. Because once institutions start trusting AI to help maintain billion-dollar assets, the implications do not stop at warships. They spread. The warship is the signal, not the limit.